Prince Harry recently made a brief trip to the UK to attend the Well Child Awards, a charity close to his heart that celebrates the achievements of seriously ill children and those who care for them. However, what stands out in this trip is not just Harry's continued dedication to causes he holds dear, but also the widening chasm between him and his royal family. It has been widely reported that during this visit, Harry will not be meeting with King Charles III, Prince William, or any other senior members of the royal family. This growing distance between Harry and his father and brother is further highlighted by reports that his attempts at communication, whether by phone calls, text messages, or letters, have gone largely unanswered. The breakdown in communication seems emblematic of the ongoing royal rift that has become increasingly public in recent years, and the lack of reconciliation during Harry's trip is only fueling speculation that this division is far from being healed. Prince Harry's trips to the UK have become increasingly isolated. In stark contrast to past visits, where royal duties or family reunions were expected, this visit emphasises how much the relationships between Harry, his father King Charles, and his brother Prince William have deteriorated. Despite being in the same country, reports indicate there are no plans for Harry to see his family during this visit, even as he briefly returned to London for the Well Child Awards. This marks a significant shift in their relationship, considering that family events or discussions would have once been part of such visits. This absence of any family meeting has fueled speculation of a deepening divide. Recent reports suggest that Prince Harry's attempts to reach out to his father and brother through phone calls and text messages have been consistently ignored. These reports raise questions about the state of Harry's communication with the royal family. Several media outlets have reported that Harry's efforts to communicate with King Charles and Prince William have gone unanswered. Whether through letters, texts, or phone calls, it seems Harry's attempts to bridge the gap have been met with silence. While the royal family has not publicly responded to these claims, keeping in line with their long-standing policy of never complain, never explain, the sheer number of reports from different sources makes the scenario plausible. The royal family's unwillingness to engage directly or publicly address their disputes has been a hallmark of their approach for decades. Instead, they maintain a stiff upper lip, allowing media reports and public speculation to swirl without correction or clarification. This approach only adds weight to the claims that Harry's communications may indeed have gone unanswered. The royal family has rarely shown a willingness to admit fault in the past, so the idea that they might be stonewalling Harry is far from outlandish. The royal motto of never complain, never explain has been a cornerstone of the monarchy's public relations strategy for generations. This policy means they rarely respond to media speculation or personal accusations, no matter how incendiary. It allows the royal family to maintain an aura of dignity and detachment from everyday squabbles, but it also creates an impression of coldness and inflexibility. This motto became particularly relevant after the fallout from Harry and Meghan Markle's tell-all interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021, where they made numerous allegations about their treatment within the royal family. Instead of offering any rebuttal, the royal family largely remained silent, issuing only a brief statement that suggested the issues raised would be addressed privately. That silence has continued to define their relationship with Harry, even as tensions have continued to simmer in public. Given this history, it's not hard to believe that King Charles and Prince William might be ignoring Harry's attempts to reach out. The royal family rarely engages in personal matters publicly, and, from their perspective, may feel no need to respond, especially considering the depth of the grievances that Harry has aired in his memoir Spare, interviews, and Netflix documentary. One of the reasons cited for the lack of a family meeting during Harry's trip is King Charles's busy schedule. As the new monarch, Charles certainly has a demanding role, with a full calendar of official engagements. Yet, this explanation feels more like an excuse than a genuine obstacle to reconciliation. If the will to repair the relationship were there, surely time could be made, especially given the gravity of the situation. The notion that the king could not carve out even a brief window for his youngest son only adds to the sense that reconciliation is not a priority for the royal family at this time. Another layer to the ongoing tensions is Harry's ongoing legal battle over security arrangements when he visits the UK. Since stepping down as a senior royal in 2020, Harry lost his automatic right to police protection in the UK. Despite offering to pay for it himself, the Home Office has denied this request, and Harry is currently pursuing legal action to secure the same level of protection he once had. This battle over security has only compounded the sense of estrangement Harry likely feels when returning to the UK, as it serves as a stark reminder that he is no longer considered part of the working royal fold. The security issue itself has been a contentious point between Harry and the royal institution. Some see it as a way for the monarchy to further distance itself from Harry and Meghan, while others view it as part of the logistical reality of Harry's departure from royal duties. Either way, it underscores just how complex and fraught the situation has become. The fact that Harry's latest trip to the UK will not include any family reunions sends a strong message. The royal rift is widening, not closing. Whether it's because of King Charles' busy schedule or the family's continued adherence to their never complain, never explain policy, the lack of communication and reconciliation is becoming more entrenched. Reports of Harry's calls, texts, and letters being ignored only add to the growing perception that the royal family is not interested in healing the wounds. The deepening silence from both sides suggests that any hopes for a meaningful reconciliation are, for now, slim. While Harry continues to champion his charitable causes in the UK, the absence of any familial connection during these visits will only deepen the public perception of a royal family increasingly distant from one of their own. For now, the gulf between Harry and his family seems wider than ever,